All right, ready for this? We're going deep on this YouTube video. It's called The Bible's Teachings on Living in the Present, Unlock Your I Am Power.
Interesting title.
Yeah, kind of grabbed my attention, right? You know, you think about it like the Bible and like living in the NOW.
Not the first thing that pops into my head.
Not really, right? But trust me, there's some cool stuff in here, and
All right, I'm ready. I'm intrigued.
yeah. So we're gonna break it down, see how these ancient teachings can really help us live better lives. Like right now.
I like it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So what jumped out at me right away was how the speaker, he comes out strong and says the Bible is, get this, the greatest psychological book ever written.
Whoa.
Yeah. And he doesn't just mean for like religious folks either. He's saying the Bible.
So it's like anyone can take something from it.
Yeah. Yeah. He's saying there's this powerful wisdom in there about, how we behave, how we grow, all that.
That's really interesting because, I've never really thought about the Bible that way.
It's a new perspective, right?
Definitely makes you rethink things.
It does.
Yeah, it's like we could unlock some serious personal transformation stuff. Yeah.
And he even goes so far as to call Jesus the ultimate nowist.
He did say that.
That's where that analogy of Jesus on the cross between the two thieves comes in.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
It's pretty intense.
It is.
It's like those thieves, they represent the past and the future, right? Kind of pulling us in all these directions.
Always looking back or worried about what's next.
Exactly. And then there's Jesus, right in the center.
Just being there.
Fully present.
Yeah, and the power of that.
It's like he's saying, all that getting caught up in past regrets or future worries, it robs us of experiencing life, like right here, right now.
Like it stops us from being in the moment.
Totally. And that's where this whole, nowist idea comes in.
Being a nowist.
Yeah.
I like it.
And then he takes it a step further, connecting this whole present moment thing to the name of God in Exodus, I am.
Oh, right.
It's like he's suggesting that by aligning ourselves with this I am consciousness, we like tap into our true potential or something.
Okay, I'm with you so far. This is all really interesting, but what does that actually look like? Like, how do we do that? How do we connect with this I am power?
Well, he gets into some specific biblical passages that back up this whole nowism thing.
Oh, okay.
One that really stuck with me was 2 Corinthians 6.2. It says, behold, now is the acceptable time. Behold, now is the day of salvation. Powerful, right?
It is. It's like a call to action or something.
Yeah, like right now is the time to make changes, find fulfillment, all that.
Oh, wait.
Don't wait, dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. It just robs us of the power we have, like right now.
It's like we're giving away our power.
We are.
Yeah.
It's like that other passage he mentions, Luke 9.62. No man, having put his hand to the plow and looking back, is fit for the kingdom of God.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a really vivid image.
Can you imagine trying to plow a field while constantly looking over your shoulder?
You'd be all over the place.
You'd get nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like a reminder, right?
Sure.
Keep your focus forward on what you can actually do right now in this moment.
Yeah, what we can actually control.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it seems like he's building on this idea, right? Because then he goes into taking no thought for tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Matthew 6.34.
Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself.
Love that one.
It's a good one, right? Because I don't know about you, but I find myself worrying about the future all the time.
Oh, all the time.
And it's usually not very productive.
No, it's just wasted energy.
Yeah, it's like he's saying, we have very little control over the future, so why waste our time worrying about it?
It's not about ignoring the future completely, but just recognizing that we can only do so much.
Right.
He even gives that example of student facing a big exam.
Yeah.
Instead of dwelling on all the anxiety, what if they imagine themselves totally crushing it, feeling that sense of accomplishment, like right then and there.
Like in the moment.
In the moment, yeah.
So it's like using the power of your mind to shift your focus from fear to something positive.
Exactly.
And then somehow that helps you actually achieve that outcome.
That's the idea he's playing with. Yeah, like our thoughts and beliefs, they can actually impact our reality.
Oh, wow.
And by connecting with that, I am presence, right now in the present, we can kind of nudge the future in a better direction.
That's powerful stuff.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, this is really making me think.
That's what we like to hear.
Okay, so this next part, this is where things get a little interesting for me.
Oh.
He starts talking about the single eye. from Matthew 6.22, and he connects it to, like, the third eye chakra.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
It's a little out there for me, I gotta be honest.
I mean, it's definitely where his interpretation takes a kind of a mystical turn.
For sure.
He's connecting this single eye, which he says is the third eye, to experiencing this, like inner light and manifesting things in the real world.
So, okay, Matthew 6.22, it says, "The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light." How does he get from that to the third eye and, like, actually making things happen in your life?
He says, when our third eye is single, meaning like focused and clear, we experience a kind of like mystical light, this heightened awareness.
Okay.
And that's what gives us the power to manifest what we want.
Wait, so he's saying that, like, focusing your intention through your third eye can actually make stuff happen. I mean, that's pretty mind-blowing.
It is right. He's pulling from the Bible, Eastern spirituality. It's a blended traditions.
It is.
But the point is, this single eye vision, he says, it lets us tap into a power we don't usually even realize we have.
All right, I'm officially hooked. This is raising a ton of questions for me.
Like what?
Like, how do we actually cultivate this single eye vision? How do we do that?
Well, that's what we're going to get into in part 2 of our deep dive.
Oh, okay, I can't wait.
Should be good.
Yeah, this is really fascinating stuff.
It is. It really makes you think.
It does, for sure.
All right, so next time, though.
Next time, yeah, we'll dive deeper into that.
Looking forward to it.
Me too.
So you want to know how to get this single eye vision, huh?
Yeah, that's the big question, right?
Well, the video doesn't exactly lay it all out for us,
Yeah.
you know, like a step-by-step guide or anything.
Right.
But it does give us some clues.
Okay, yeah, what kind of clues?
Well, you remember how much the speaker was talking about quieting the mind? Connecting with that I am presence.
Yeah, like that seemed to be a big part of it, right? Like to tap into this inner power, you got to be still, be aware.
Exactly. So if we connect the dots, it seems like things like meditation, mindfulness, you know, even visualization, those could be key.
Yeah, that makes sense because those are all about focusing your attention, becoming more aware of your thoughts and feelings and all that.
Right. And what if, by quieting all those distractions in your head, you could connect with that deeper sense of self?
And that leads to a clearer perception, like that single eye perspective. It's
Yeah.
like clearing away all the clutter so you can see things with more purpose. Yeah, I like that.
And what's so cool is how he's bringing together all these ancient teachings from the Bible, but also ideas from Eastern spirituality and personal development and all that.
Yeah, it's not just about one specific belief system.
It's about taking inspiration from wherever you find it and creating your own path.
I like that. It feels very empowering.
It is, right. You get to pick and choose what resonates with you.
Speaking of personal application, you remember that example he used about this student taking an exam?
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
He was saying, instead of stressing out, what if they imagine themselves passing the exam, feeling that sense of accomplishment, like right there in the moment?
Yeah, almost like mentally rehearsing for success.
And by doing that, they could actually influence the outcome.
That's where that I am power comes in. You know, it's like by embodying the feeling of I am successful in the present moment, you're aligning your energy with that outcome.
Like you're telling the universe, this is what I want.
Exactly. And it's not just wishful thinking. It's about a subtle shift in your perspective.
Like you're actually programming your subconscious mind for success.
That's the idea.
But I gotta be honest, it's not always easy to stay in that positive mindset, is it?
It's not. Life gets messy.
Life throws you curveballs.
Doubts creep in.
Did he talk about that at all? Like the potential downsides of this nowist approach?
He didn't get too deep into it, but he did say that staying present all the time takes dedication.
Makes sense. It's a practice.
A journey, not a destination.
Right, with bumps along the way.
You're going to have setbacks.
So it's more about progress, not perfection.
Exactly. Keep bringing yourself back to the present moment, even when your mind wanders, which it will, because it definitely will.
Oh, yeah. And that's where self-compassion comes in.
Oh, good point. It's okay to get distracted, to feel overwhelmed sometimes. Just gently bring your attention back. No judgment.
So it's kind of like what they say about mindfulness, right? Just being present in the moment without all the mental chatter.
Totally. That's at the core of mindfulness, and it fits perfectly with this whole nowism idea.
It's funny how these ancient teachings, they can connect with modern psychology and personal growth.